Bon dia, buenos días, good morning. I'm going to use these three languages in this opening. Mireu, dilluns va fer exactament 20 anys que vaig defensar la tesi. I aquesta coincidència em fa pensar que hagués estat incapaç de poder fer el que vosaltres fareu avui. Defensar una feina de tants mesos en només 4 minuts. O sigui que amb això el que sí que us vull dir en menys de 4 minuts és un agraïment sincer i profund. Una benvinguda exigent i en boca d'altres algunes idees sobre la brevetat. L'agraïment sincer i profund, com us podeu imaginar, és en majúscules i en lletres de coloraines, per tots els que heu estat capaços de sintetitzar una feina de tants i tants mesos en només aquests minuts. La bienvenida exigente va especialmente dirigida a todos los que desde aquí o en streaming o los que lo veáis grabado vais a ver estas presentaciones en menos de 4 minutos o en 4 minutos exactos. Me gustaría que estuvierais con toda la atención posible. Se lo merecen las personas que lo han preparado, pero además estaría bien que luego nos dijerais qué es lo que os ha gustado y sobre todo lo que no os ha gustado para así mejorar en próximas ocasiones. Finally, let me share with you some famous quotes about brevity. Brevity is the soul of wit. La brevetat és l'ànima de l'enginy. William Shakespeare, a Hamlet. The secret of a good sermon is to have a very good beginning and a very good ending, and to have the two as close together as possible. This is George Burns, actor and writer. Writing is 1% inspiration and 99% elimination. Louise Brooks, actress. And finally, brevity is the sister of talent. Anton Chekhov, playwright, writer. Y talent és el que teniu vosaltres. Talento es lo que ahora tendremos el placer de oír. Let's listen to the talented people we have here today. David.
Thank you very much, Marta, and to all of you, welcome. Can you hear me? Yeah, correct. And welcome and thanks for being here. It's for me a pleasure to introduce this event. Just to put some context at the beginning, this event is part of a bigger event. This is the local final of the Present Your Thesis in 4 Minutes here at the WOC. We will have a winner from our university that will compete in the 22nd of June in the Fundació Catalana per la Recerca i la Innovació in the final. So this is an event that has 2 stages. We are in the first stage. And also to put some context about who we are at the WOC Doctoral School. I'm David Massip. I'm representing here the Doctoral School. And just to, as this event is going to be recorded and it's going to be uploaded in YouTube, probably some of you who are watching this from YouTube in a week from now are not aware about what is the WOC and what is about the Doctoral School. Here at the WOC, we put a lot of efforts in doctoral education. Indeed, we had an exponential growth during the last 5 years. 5 years ago, we had like 3 doctoral programs, and now we have 9 doctoral programs, and we have students from around 60 different countries scattered all along the world. And this is probably one of the main reasons to organize a contest like this one, no? Because it's quite important that we are able to share our research among all of our community. Indeed, one of the concerns that I hear from some of our PhD students is that most of you are not aware or ignore what our peers are doing. We don't know exactly which research is done in a few tables from ours. And this is quite annoying because, well, interdisciplinary collaborations are in the WOC's DNA, and it's quite hard to collaborate if we don't know what we are doing and we ignore what is the research done in the next desk. And that's one of the main reasons to run these contents, and actually one of the most important ones. The second one is to make our research available to the general public, the public audience, and to the society, who at the end are the ones who fund our research. That's also quite important. There are also other motivations for running these contests because, for instance, I guess that, and this is something that I observe every year more often, for us, for researchers, it's quite hard to communicate our research to the general audience. It's something that probably we are not very well trained at. We are trained to expose our research in our communities, in conferences and specialized meetings, but it's quite hard for us to communicate the same thing to the general audience. Indeed, when they take away our jargon, our specific complex notation, the well-known references, well-known for ourselves, not for the rest of the people, just for our community, then what remains is I would say, almost nothing. We need to build the story from scratch and try to do it in an understandable way to make it available to the general public. And this is quite a lot of effort. And I'm very grateful for the 4 volunteers that today are here to present the thesis in 4 minutes, because it's quite a lot of effort, and I'm very happy that you finally decided to present. So thank you very much for being here today. And then finally, I would like to give you some pieces of advice from the last 5 years that we have learned. Basically, I would recommend you to try to be natural. Try to speak naturally. Do not read the slides. Do not use a lot of plain text. Just try to be natural. Try to use plots or figures instead of a lot of text, and try to avoid the specific jargon of your discipline. It's quite complex to understand things with our user notation from our communities. And the most important one, try to enjoy. Do not look at the members of the committee. Do not look at the public. Just speak and enjoy your talk. Because at the end, today you're going to be the research stars of the work for a while, for 4 minutes exactly. Okay. I wanted to focus on the rules, but I would say that I should use the singular word here, the rule, because there is only one rule. You have to speak for a maximum of 4 minutes. If a presentation lasts 4 minutes and 1 second, it's going to be disqualified. So please get the presentation done in just 4 minutes or less. This is the only one rule, so it's only one thing that you have to take into account. And there are no more rules. No more rules, just have fun, which should be the most important one. And that's it. Let me also, before ending, briefly introduce the members of the assessment committee. They are here. They are Mireia Fernández Ardèvol, Neus Roger, Joan Pujolà, Ferran Adelantado, and Sonia Armengou. We have the pleasure, and I would like to thank you also to the members of the committee for being here today, because it's a pleasure to have you here today, and I know that you are quite busy, so spending some time in this session is really amazing. And also, I would like to introduce the people who are going to present today here. I will name them by the same order as they are going to present. They are Kepser Kamak, Olga Canachina, Javier Correa Vázquez, and Andrea del Carmen Corres. I will start naming to all of you, so I will give you the floor to the first one quite soon. But I just wanted to end this with a huge thank you to all of you, the people who are going to present, and also to the public who are here to see these presentations. I'm pretty sure that my introduction lasts more than 4 minutes, so I'm probably disqualified right now. But it's quite good because it's time to start presenting. So the first before presenting, I would also remind you that please switch off or mute your cell phones, because any sound can disconcentrate or cannot help our participants concentrating in the presentation. So please mute the cell phones. And now I think that everything that should be said has been said. After the presentations, that the committee will deliver in another room, and we will come back later to explain the results, and there will be also the chance for the public to vote for the best presentation with a special award for the special public award. So let's start. The first presentation will be done by Kebser Kamak. It's titled "The Effects of Relational Letter Writing in Couples Well-Being, a Mixed Method Approach." And Kebser, the floor is yours whenever you're ready. Thank you very much.